Do you make too much money to fund a Roth IRA directly? Maybe you're already doing the backdoor Roth IRA, but you've got more ability to save. Should you consider the mega backdoor Roth IRA? I'll explain what in the world that is and whether it's for you coming up. My name is Mike Bernard. I'm the host of the Wise Money Show. I'm also one of the certified financial planners right here at Korhorn Financial Group. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and smash that thumbs up button. The mega backdoor Roth IRA. Honestly, it seems like something that was made up in Hollywood. I don't know why. It makes me think of like a Sharknado type movie. I have no idea why. But is it a strategy that you should be using? We've been using it for several years here, but the stars need to align. And maybe they do for you. I'm going to explain what it is. Basically, the idea is how can you get as much money as possible growing tax-free for your financial future? I mean, that is the name of the game. And if you're married and your income is below, your adjusted gross income is below $195,000, contribute to a Roth IRA. Fantastic. You can contribute $6,000 per year as long as you make enough money, but not too much. Again, not above that adjusted gross income limit, but $6,000 each year you can contribute, you and your spouse. If you're age 50 or older, you can increase that to $7,000 per year. Fantastic. You want to do more into the Roth? Well, if you have a 401k available to you that has a Roth contribution feature, then you can contribute within your 401k into the Roth side of the 401k. You can contribute up to $19,500, $26,000 if you're age 50 or older. If that all applies to you and that reaches your contribution limits, meaning your ability, your ability to save up that much, and you're within those limits, fabulous. Then don't worry about something as complicated, even though it sounds stinking cool, the mega backdoor Roth. You don't need to worry about it. This is for you if your income is too high where you can't contribute directly to a Roth IRA, and you have enough saving potential, saving power, discretionary income where you've got a 401k available to you and you're reaching that maximum contribution limit, that $19,500 or $26,000 if you're age 50 or older, and you can save even more, okay? Then the mega backdoor Roth IRA might be for you. Okay, so how does it work? Number one, your employer needs to offer after-tax contributions into their 401k plan. Your employer needs to offer after-tax 401k contributions into your 401k plan. Most people don't realize this. There's actually 3 ways that you can contribute into your 401k if your company allows it. You can contribute pre-tax or traditional, like the normal 401k. You can choose pre-tax contributions. If your 401k allows you to do Roth contributions, you can do that either or in addition, okay? Most 401ks offer the Roth. But then you can also do after-tax contributions. That's a third way, okay? But your company needs to allow it. It needs to be allowed within your 401k plan. Now you might say, wait a second, after-tax? This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. The Roth is after-tax. I know. The Roth contributions, your contributions are after-tax, but the growth is tax-free when you withdraw it, okay? After-tax contributions, not Roth, after-tax contributions are obviously after-tax, but the growth would come out taxable, okay? The growth would come out taxable. So you'd say, why would you even do that? Well, that's the thing. If you've contributed enough where you've maxed out your $19,500 or $26,500, then you might want to do after-tax contributions. Why? Because the pre-tax and Roth, they share the same contribution limit each year of $19,500 or $26,000 if you're age 50 or older, but your total contributions to all corporate retirement plans is $58,000 plus another $6,000 if you're age 50 or older. That's the total amount you can contribute. So you say, well, wait a second, I thought the limit was 19,500 or 26,000. Where's this 58,000 come in? Yeah, your pre-tax or your Roth limit is that 19,500. But you can contribute more than that into after-tax above and beyond your pre-tax or your Roth. You can contribute more than that up to that 58,000 limit. So that's why you would consider this. If you've got the saving potential, and again, your company allows this after-tax 401k contribution, then contribute the maximum amount, either pre-tax or Roth, into your 401k, whether that's 19,500 or 26,000. But if you can save even more than that, and your company allows it, save additional into after-tax. Why? Because if your company, now this is the second requirement, allows for in-service withdrawals, in-service rollovers, in-service distributions, then each and every year, some companies have a limit to that where it's once a year, or some have, say, twice a year. Some are unlimited. We'll see, okay, what your plan allows. You can roll over your after-tax contributions directly into your Roth IRA. Look at that. That is the mega backdoor Roth IRA. Consider just for a moment that your company doesn't offer a match, but they do offer pre-tax or Roth contributions and after-tax, and there's no income limitations, okay? There's no discretionary testing, which we'll get into that in just a moment. That's a third limitation. If they allow it, then you contribute your 19,500 into your pre-tax 401k because you need the tax deduction. But you have the ability to save even more. So you contribute another, $30,000 into after tax. And then at the end of the year, you roll over that $30,000 directly from the after tax portion of your 401k, boom, right into your Roth IRA. And now it's in your Roth IRA, growing tax-free forever. You can do that every single year that all the planets align. That's the mega backdoor Roth. The third hurdle with funding the after-tax, the mega backdoor Roth via the after-tax, is not only does your company need to allow for these after-tax contributions and for in-service withdrawals, they also need to pass the discrimination testing. Even if you have a safe harbor 401k plan, so anyone can contribute as much as they want up to that 19,500 limit or 26,000 limit, there is some testing, some discrimination testing for these after-tax contributions. So you would need to make sure that that doesn't that your plan meets all of the requirements for that. So yeah, they need to allow it. They need to allow in-service withdrawals, and they need to pass the testing. Does that mean that this is a very rare thing? No, more and more companies are able to do this, but you've got to make sure all those planets align. And then finally, the fourth thing that you need to consider is your investment choice on that after-tax money, okay? If you make your after-tax contributions and you invest it into your 401k and let's say into an aggressive mix, and over that year, that aggressive mix grows really, really quickly, say it's up 15%. All right. Now, when you go to do that in-service withdrawal, that in-service rollover, and roll the after-tax portion into your Roth IRA, the growth on that after-tax portion comes with it, okay? Now, if you have an IRA, that growth can transfer right into your IRA, not taxable, no problem. But if you are also doing a backdoor Roth in addition to this mega backdoor Roth, now you've got pre-tax money in an IRA. And when you go to fund your backdoor Roth and convert it, you'll have to pay tax on this growth, okay? On the growth of your after-tax 401k. This is getting complicated, so of course I'm gonna tell you, work with your certified financial planner who's doing comprehensive financial planning to see if this strategy works for you. To me, what's been ideal is if all these planets align and your 401k company allows you to pick where you want to invest each contribution source, so that you can say, I want my matching contributions to go into this investment, I want my Roth contributions to go into this investment, and I want my after-tax contributions to go into this low-risk investment. So that you're giving up some potential gain on these dollars over 6 months or 12 months, and then but then when you transfer the dollars, when you do your in-service rollover of the mega backdoor Roth of your after-tax dollars into your Roth IRA, there's no growth. There's very little growth that would create a taxable event. Yeah, you've given up some gains there for that year, but then you've got more dollars that you can have in that Roth IRA growing tax-free forever. All right, that is how the mega backdoor Roth IRA works. It sounds cool. Again, it sounds like something out of Hollywood. It's not for everyone, okay? Again, you've got to have a 401k available to you. That 401k needs to meet all these rules that I mentioned, and then you've got to have the savings power to already max out your pre-tax contributions, and you've got to make enough so that you're not able to just do a Roth contribution, a normal Roth IRA contribution. Does that line up for everyone? No, but it lines up for many of you. And if you haven't considered the mega backdoor Roth, or if you're not doing it, work with your certified financial planner. Look at all of your financial goals and how much you can save towards them, and then evaluate which tax shelter strategies work for you and are best for you. This is one you've got to consider, so work with your CFP. If you don't have a CFP on your team that's helping you with this, contact one on my team. You can find us online, Korhorn.com, that's Korhorn with the K, wisemoneyshow.com, you can find us there as well, or give us a call, 574-247-5898. All right, there you have it. Go out and take your next wise step in your financial life.